Hi everyone, this is Anna and welcome back to Anna's Take with the Twist. Today we're going to talk about three things. We're going to talk about the book Mickey 7 by Edward Ashton. We're going to talk about the movie Mickey 17, and we're also going to talk about what I thought of the movie after I go see it later on today. Just so you know, there's not going to be any spoilers here. Anything that I mention is going to be in the book, which everyone has access to, or the trailer. Everyone, I'm assuming, has seen parts of it. So I'm telling you this because I don't want to ruin it for anyone. So just so you know, that's not going to happen on this. Before I start this video, I want to quickly just mention a few things about my last video. In my last video, I talked about the book called San Francisco by Michael Shellenberger. It had the subtitle of Why Progressives Ruin Cities. I didn't actually realize that that book was also a documentary. So I'm very excited. I haven't seen that. However, I just learned of that a few days ago. So hopefully I'll be able to do that over the course of the weekend or sometime in the very near future. Something else I would like to just quickly mention is in my last video I said, yes, I do live downtown Toronto. I live very close to 3 overdose prevention sites. However, I would like to say that, I haven't so much as like smoked a joint in at least 36, quite possibly 37 years. I haven't done anything. I'm just not into it. Although every once in a while, every couple of years, I think, well, I don't know, pot is legal, marijuana is legal in Canada. Maybe I should just, do it once. Still haven't done it though. So there we go. I have really long hair. If anyone wants to go and do a drug test, pick anyone. Go ahead. Trust me. So, not into it. So back to today's video. I will say that I have made a video called Will You Read the Book, Watch the Movie, or Both? That was about 4 months ago. There's going to be obviously some information that's going to be the same, like the book, right? The title of the movie. However, there's not going to be a lot of information. There's a lot of new information now, and I'm going to stick to the information from the trailer, from the book, and just some production information. So, with that said, the book Mickey 7 by Edward Ashton came out in February of 2022. Somebody, I don't know who, whether it was someone at Warner Brothers Studios or maybe it was Bong Joon-ho, received an ARC, which is Advanced Reader's Copy of the book Mickey 7. Somebody had to, because the movie was actually greenlit, meaning that it was approved to be made into a film in January of 2022, so about a month and a half before the book was even released to the public. Then we had Bong Joon-ho had decided he was going to do the screenplay. So he did that, and he decided he was also going to produce the movie and direct the movie. So I'm very excited to see what happens. Like I said, I'm going to see the movie later on today. So once again, very, very curious. I'm telling you this because there are some differences between what I've noticed in the book and in the trailer itself. I just want to kind of go back to the actual production though, because I'm not sure when pre-production happens. Anyone doesn't know, pre-production is when all the things that need to get done before the film gets made. So who's going to be the production designer, who's going to be who are the actors, where they're going to actually film the movie, how much the movie is going to cost, like all that kind of stuff. So I don't know when pre-production started. However, I do know that the movie went into what's called principal photography in August of 2022, and the movie was completed in December of 2022, and it went into post-production in January of 2023. So post-production is when they actually add all the visual effects. They decide on the sound design, so like the actual music. That's when they do all like the visual effects. Special effects are when they film special effects. Those are done on location. Visual effects are just things that they add in, CGI, computer generated images. So that was done in January 2023. And the movie was actually filmed in London, England. It was filmed in Leavesden, England at the Warner Brothers studio. I was a little bit surprised by that, a little bit. I don't know why they did that. maybe it's because they have more structured time for the actual crew as opposed to California. I don't know. But I do know that California does have a lot of different restrictions. So it just might have been something for tax credit cost purposes. Who knows? I most certainly don't. If I do, trust me, I will let you know. I will say that I have butchered this book. I have marked every page. I'm like really curious as to like what the differences are. One of the differences is the name of the movie. The book is called Mickey 7 and the movie is called Mickey 17. Now, Bong Joon-ho had said that he named the movie Mickey 17 because Mickey dies 10 more times. I think it might be a little bit more to do with the fact that Mickey 7 could be confused with the baseball player Mickey Mantle, whose number was number 7. And I'm saying that because I received 2 comments on my last video, and both comments actually refer to that. So I'm thinking maybe Bong Joon-ho did that to just, stop the confusion. So we'll see. He did say it was 10 more deaths, so I want to see how those work out. I think it's probably going to be in a montage because that's probably the fastest way to do it. The movie's length is 2 hours and 17 minutes or 137 minutes. So we'll see. So that's one difference. The other difference is that the 2 Mickeys actually discover each other very differently in the trailer than they do in the book. And both Mickeys are played by Robert Pattinson, who everyone knows is a fantastic actor, and he's got a lot of really great reviews already. For anyone who doesn't know, the movie actually was released in the UK on Thursday, February 13th. Mickey 17 and Mickey 18 are both being played by Robert Pattinson, who has an accent. So his accent is Steve Buscemi, oh, I know I pronounced that name properly, who actually played the character called Carl Showalter in the 1996 movie Fargo. Not to be confused with the TV series Fargo. So he thought he just really liked that accent, so he did that accent the whole way through. So really impressed by that. However, Robert Pattinson is actually really great at accents. He has a really excellent Queen's accent. If anyone ever saw the movie called Good Time, he's in that. Fantastic accent there. Actually went to great lengths to get that accent, as I'm sure he did for the same accent for Steve Buscemi. Once again, I'm sure I butchered that. Anyway, so the 2 Mickeys discover each other differently. At the same time, the other difference is, you know what, there's a lot of background performers. I was really surprised by that. Then the one character named Marshall, who is played by Mark Ruffalo, he is very over the top. In the book, he's just, very kind of mean. He clearly doesn't like Mickey 7 in the book. I want to see how he reacts to Mickey 17 and Mickey 18 in the movie. But he also, this time he's married. So he doesn't have a wife in the book. And his wife is actually played by Toni Collette. So I love both Mark Ruffalo and Toni Collette because they're always working. Nasha seems like she's the same character. So I'm a little bit curious because the character who plays Berto, so Nasha is played by Naomi Aki, hope I pronounced that correctly, and then Berto is played by Steven Yeun, who does not look anything like the character at all, and I'm wondering if he is as sneaky in the movie as he is in the book. And it seems like the ending of the book and the ending of the movie are very different also. And just the fact that, Mickey 7 is leaving this planet called Midgrad, going to a planet I'm not even going to try to pronounce. And Mickey 17 is leaving planet Earth. And I'm not sure what planet he's on. And I'm really curious to see how many colonies are they going to talk about. They have more than one multiple. We discover that in the trailer, which is not in the book. At the same time, there's a lot of betrayals. Mickey 7 talks to himself a lot in the book, But even in the trailer for Mickey 17, we can see that Robert Pattinson, who plays both, like I said, Mickey 17 as 18, he talks to himself a lot also. But I'm wondering if because now we have more characters, and because, you know, Marshall played by Mark Ruffalo and Toni Collette plays his wife, if they pick up a lot of the slack, because there's a lot of world building in the book, and Mickey 7 is in his head a lot. So I'm just kind of wondering how the other actors are going to take some of that off of him for the narration and give us like a better idea of what's really happening in that colony. The creepers look very much the same as what I imagined them to be, which is very similar to how they were described in the book. I'm just wondering if there's going to be any merchandise for the actual movie itself. There is going to be another book, which is a book on storyboards, but I'll talk about that in another video because I'm going to actually purchase that book. So I'm a little bit surprised, pleasantly surprised that I actually started writing, took all those notes. I want to see how it was storyboarded in the storyboard book. Anyway, that's for another day. I know that the budget for this movie was $118 million. I am very curious to see how the movie is going to do. Apparently they're saying that the budget is $120 million to $150 million. I think the additional $32 million might be for like P&A, which is print and advertising. So I'm not really sure. However, they are saying that they're expecting this movie to do about $18 to $20 million over the course of the weekend. I think the movie is actually going to do a lot more than that, just for the simple fact that yesterday I was going to go see it, but it was only in standard. And because today is Friday, March 7th, yesterday it was only in standard. Today it's in everything. It's in IMAX, it's in Dolby Sound, it's this, so many different platforms. I don't even know what they are. So very excited to see how that's going to be. I think it's going to be more than $20 million. I think they might actually hit for North America. They're probably, hopefully, going to hit about 40. I'm thinking maybe 45. It's a highly anticipated movie. The book Antimatter is the sequel to the book Mickey 7. And Edward Ashton was actually encouraged to write that book, Antimatter Blues. You can find that at the back of the Mickey 7, because the movie was picked up so quickly. So is there going to be a sequel to the movie Mickey 7? Bong Joon-ho, I know I really suck. Bong Joon-ho had said that he would like to do a sequel, but he has a lot of different movies on his mind right now. So I'm thinking about probably going to wait to see how this movie turns out before he does a sequel. Everyone knows that Robert Pattinson's a fantastic actor. And even now there's some Oscar buzz saying that he plays Mickey 17 so incredibly well that he deserves an Oscar for playing Mickey 17 for the leading actor, and that he also should win an Oscar for a supporting role as Mickey 18. So we'll see what happens. I'll let you know what I think of the movie. I'm going to see it, like I said, later on today. It'll be dark because I have a few things that I have to do. This is also a great time for me to say, if you like this video, you can always like the video, you can always subscribe, and of course you can always leave a comment. Hi everyone, so yes, I just finished watching the movie Mickey 17 here at Yonge and Dundas Square. I saw it at the IMAX in the Cineplex there. Oh, hold on. That was the first thing I saw when I came out of the movie theater, was that ad for Mickey 17. It's just over the Shoppers Drug Mart here at Yonge and Dundas Square. I really like the movie. I love the movie. I'm going to see the movie again. I will not be seeing it in the IMAX again, though. I will definitely wait to see it on DVD. I think there's a few things that I missed, and I'm very very curious to see if there's going to be any commentary on the DVD, if we actually have a DVD at all. I think there should be one for this movie. It was a very, very good movie. Like I said, I would definitely see it again. I'm going to be getting the storyboard book that Bong Joon-ho had created. It's coming out on March 11th, so I think that's a Tuesday. They always put things out on Tuesdays, like DVDs and books to drive midweek sales, just so you know. So yes, I'm very much enjoyed Robert Pattinson. I actually was on set with him a long time ago when he was filming in Toronto for the movie called Cosmopolis that was also based on a book. I loved his accent, and I think the movie is probably like 40, 60, big blast of wind, holy smokes, 40% book, 60% creative license on behalf of Bong Joon-ho. Thanks again for watching Anna's Take with the Twist. Listen, if you like the video, please hit the like button. Of course, you can always leave a comment, and yes, of course, you can always subscribe. Thanks again for watching Anna's Take with the Twist, and that's a wrap.